Okay, good morning students. Welcome to the session. Now today's topic is address sequencing. Already in earlier class we discussed about the microprogrammer control. Okay, what is the meaning of microprogramming? It contains a micro instruction. Set of instructions is known as a microprogram. In every program we have the set of instructions. Okay, that is known as a software or programs. It includes the instructions. It known as a programs or software. Now coming to the topic of address sequencing, micro instructions are stored in control memory. Okay, control memory. What is the performance of control memory or control unit? Control unit resides or generating or responsible for generating the timing signal. The timing signals are useful to transfer the data to the several register. Okay, that information is stored in the control memory. Control memory in group. With each group specify a routine. Okay, micro instructions are stored in control memory. Okay, control memory, it performs or transfer the information from one register to another register or to the several register. Okay, each computer instruction has its own microprogramming routine in control memory to generate some micro operation that executes the instruction. Each instruction has its own microprogram routine in control memory to generate the micro operation that executes the instructions. For every program, for every software has it consisting of micro instructions, that is known as a microprogramming. The hardware that controls the address sequence of the control memory must be capable of sequencing of micro operation with the help of routine. Okay, here the topic is address sequence. With the help of hardware components, we have to execute the program with micro operations and sequencing of micro operations. Okay, control memory, the address sequence of control memory must be capable of sequence of micro instructions within the routine. With the help of micro instructions and control memory, we have to perform the operations on address sequencing. For example, what is address sequencing? This is a memory. Here we have to take, this is the contents available in the memory. Okay, 201, 202, 202, 203, 204, like this. This is a memory. Okay, this is the address of the memory. Okay, this is a sequence of micro instructions are placed in the control memory. Here 101 has a content is 100, 102 has content is 200, 103 has 300, 104 has 400. This is the address sequence. Sequence means 201, 202, 203, 204, like that. This is the address sequencing. In that sequencing, the content is available for individual address sequence. Okay, for every individual memory, we have the address. The content is available in the memory. Okay, the transformation from instruction code bit and address in control memory where routine is located to refer to the mapping process. Okay, for the transformation of instruction code. Transmission of instruction code in the form of bits in control memory where routine is located referred to known as a mapping process. Okay, routine means mapping process of transfer the information from one register to another register. Here the address sequence capability acquiring the control memory. In address sequencing, the requirement capability of control memory has four types of addressing sequence in control memory. Okay, addressing sequence has four types to control the memory. First one is incrementing the control address register. Second one is unconditional branch or conditional branch of depending on the status of bit condition. First one is incrementing the control address register. Incrementing the control address register. Incrementing the control address register. Already we discussed about the control address registers in microprogram control. It takes the address of the data register or memory. Okay, this is a address. This is a memory. It contains some address. This is a memory. Control address register. incrementing the control address register. Next, incrementing means address register 201 to 202. This is a incrementing like that. Okay, unconditional branch or conditional branch depending on status bit conditions. Next, coming to the third one, a mapping process from the bit of instruction to an address from control memory. Mapping process can be done with the help of routine, where routine is located with the help of routine. Okay, in diagram we explained it clearly what is a routine, what is a mapping process and conditional and unconditional and control address register. Mapping process from the bit of instruction to an address for control memory. Next, fourth one, a facility for subroutine call and return. Call and return are the two shift instructions. Okay, facility for subroutine, call and the return. These are the four capabilities required in the control memory for addressing sequencing. Incrementing the control address register and unconditional or conditional depending on status bit condition. Next, a mapping process of the bit of instruction to an address for control memory. Next, a facility of subroutine call and return. Call and return of the shift instructions are available in the computer. Okay. Next, coming to the diagram, this is a selection for address of control memory. Okay, selection of address for control memory. Here, the first one is instruction code, mapping logic. This is a multiplexer. This is a main source of. This is a main source of address sequencing control address register. It is abbreviated as CAR, control address register. This is a control memory. Control memory provides the micro instructions to perform the micro operations on the computer. Okay, what is the micro instruction? It performs the micro operations on the program. We have to execute the program successfully with the help of micro instruction, that is known as a micro program, that is placed in control memory. Okay, that's why we have to place it as a micro operations. Okay, control memory means it performs the micro instructions and performs the micro operations in the control memory. That's why you have to place it as a micro operations. Micro instructions means it has a set of instructions that is provided in that instruction set, that is called as a micro programming. Okay, here this is a selection address of control memory. Here, what is a multiplexer? Multiplexer means it transfers the information to source to destination, from one place to another place or one location to another location. Multiplexer transfer the information. Okay, this is a multiplexer. Multiplexer transfer the information to the control address register, and then control address register transfer the information to the control memory. The address is available in the control address register and then transferred to the control memory with the help of micro operation. Micro operations are stored in the control memory. That's why we have to place the micro operation here. Okay, here this is a branch logic. Okay, here we have to select the status bit from control memory to the branch logic. This is a status bit input of. This is a status bit. This is a input status bit. Input status bit. This is a branch logic. Okay, here from branch logic we have to transfer the information to the multiplexer. Okay, here for control memory we have the increment operator. Whenever we use the increment operation, we have to perform the calculation of this increment operation. This is a subroutine. We have to facilitate the subroutine. It is a main thing in the address of control memory. Subroutine means it performs the call and return functions or return instruction. We have to perform the call and return function with the help of subroutines. In previous slide, we have to see what is a subroutine. Here, the facility of subroutine call and return. Okay, here what is a routine refers to the mapping process. For the mapping process, we have to refers the subroutine function. Okay, here the subroutine transfer from the information to the control memory to information is transferred from control memory to increment and then transferred to the subroutine SBR. It is denoted with the SBR, and the increment operator is provide the information to the subroutine and also multiplexer. Here the subroutine, the final statement coming from the control memory to increment and then transferred to the multiplexer. Here multiplexer has 3 inputs. You have to start from instruction code. This is a instruction code. This is a mapping logic. What is the logic to perform the operation? Why we using this address sequence? We have to find out the address of the memory. Okay, we have to find it in sequentially. We have to find out the address of the memory in sequentially. We have to perform the operation. In previous topic, microprogrammer control, we have the next instruction. That is known as a micro sequencer. We have to find out that next instruction. We use the address sequencing. We have to find out that next address sequencing or micro next address instruction is also called as sequencer. Okay, we have to find out that sequencer. We have to use this addressing sequencing. Okay, here from instruction code, whatever instruction may be, we have to start from the instruction code. Then we have to perform the mapping logic. Mapping logic is transferred to the multiplexer. Multiplexer acts as a mediator between the source and destination. From one end to another end, we have they transfer the information from source to destination. After that, the multiplexer transfer the information to the control address register. Here, the timing signal clock pulse will be generated with the help of control unit. Here, the clock means here the timing signal that can be performed with the help of control unit. That's why clock will be generated to the control address register. Control unit, it performs generating or responsible for the timing signal for generating the clock pulse. Okay. Next here, branch logic comes from the what is the status bit, that is comes from the input status bit. This is a input status bit. The input is coming from the input status bit, and then branch logic is available to the multiplexer. Multiplexer select the input from mapping logic and also branch logic. Here 2 logics are involved: branch logic and mapping logic. Branch logic and mapping logic. Here involve the 2 types of logic. We have to give the input to the multiplexer. This is the branch logic and mapping logic. And another way, it is a branch address is coming to the multiplexer from control memory. This is a branch address. Okay, this is a branch logic and branch address is coming from the control memory to the multiplexer. Here the selected status bit is coming from control memory, and also input status bit we have to coming from the control memory. Okay, here selected bit status is coming from control memory. Okay, here also branch address is also coming from the control memory to the multiplexer. Here selected status is transferred to the branch logic. The branch logic, we have to identify that address, the status bit, and transfer to the multiplexer. Okay, this is a control address register. This is the control address register. Transfer the memory address to the control memory. Here in control memory, we have to perform the micro operation and micro instructions. That's why we have to place the micro operations here. Okay, the increment operations will be performed with the help of control memory. That resultant will be passed to the subroutine and also multiplexer. The subroutine information is also transferred to the multiplexer. Okay, by using these addressing sequences, these are the sequence of the address. By using this addressing sequencer, we have to easily identify the memory of that address. For example, This is a memory. For example, this is a memory. Here address is 200, 201, 202, 203 and 204. Okay, here in this address, these are the address, the memory is stored like this. Okay, here this is the address and this is the memory. By using this sequence number, we have to find out the memory of content of that address. Okay, by using this internal implementation of addressing sequence, we have to easily identify the address and memory, where the sequence of addressing is done with the help of this address. Here the control memory has a micro instructions and micro operations. Okay, the information is transferred to the branch address. Here the address in which branch they have to available with the help of control memory. The branch address is identify and placed to the multiplexer. Here we have two types of inputs, input status bit and selected status bit. Here normal bit and here selected status bit will be occurred from control memory to the branch logic. Here multiplexer is transferred to the multiplexers. Okay, subroutine register, it can be performs the operations on the call and return functions. Perform the operations on call and return function. Here incremented will be performed with the help of control memory. What is the multiplexer? It transfers the information from one end to another end. Okay, here instruction code mapping logic. It transfers the information from all sides of the information that is transferred to the multiplexer. The multiplexer get the input from this control memory and here the from increment operator and a subroutine and mapping logic and branch logic. Here multiplexer has several inputs from branch logic. Here it is a control memory and mapping logic and increment and subroutine. Multiplexer get the input for several resources. Branch logic, control memory, increment and subroutine. That multiplexer transfer the information to the control address. Here the control address verifies the address of that memory. All the information that get from the multiplexer, here the control address stores the address of the memory. We have to identify that memory. Okay. Next, the information is stored in the address and also information is stored in the control memory. This is about the selection of address for control memory. Next, conditional branching. Here we discussed about branch logic. In diagram, in selection of addressing sequence diagram, we have to know about the branch logic. Branch logic of a diagram provides the decision making capability in a control unit. Okay, branch logic of diagram. In diagram, we see the branch logic that give the input to the multiplexer. Branch logic of diagram provide the decision making capability in control unit. The status condition or special bit in the system that provide the parameter information. Okay. Here the status bit and branch logic. Here the status bit and branch logic. Status bit provide the information or passing the parameters to the branch logic. Status bit means it provides the information to the branch logic. Branch logic has give the input to the multiplexer. Okay, branch logic this diagram provides give the input to the multiplexer and also decision making to the control unit. Okay, status conditions of the special bits, it gives the passing the parameters and rules to the input or parameters used to the branch logic. Next, such as carry out of an adder, the sign bit of the number, the mode bits of the instructions and input or output status conditions, or which the sequential address sequencing is performed. The carry, adding or subtraction, the mode of bits instruction or input or the output functions of the status condition. Here the branch logic hardware may be implemented in the varieties of ways. Here the branch logic hardware may be implemented in varieties of ways. The simplest way is to test it. The simplest way is to test it. Specified condition and branch to indicate address. If the condition is met, otherwise the address register will be incremented. In that, the address register has some increment operation is available. Here the branch logic hardware has implemented varieties of two ways. In two ways the branch logic is implemented, means decision making processing. Okay, and branch to indicate address if condition meets. Okay, branch whether the if any branch that indicates the address, otherwise the address register will be incremented. Already in diagram we see the incremented in the control memory. Here an unconditional branch micro operation is implemented by loading and branch address for control memory in control address register. Okay, an unconditional branch micro operation is implemented by loading branch address from control memory into the control address register. Here conditional branch logic has a decision making and give the input to the multiplexer. Here the unconditional branch micro operation can be implemented by loading and branch address from control memory into the control register. This is explanation about the diagram selection for addressing sequencing. This is about the mapping of instruction. Okay, here we have to take here what is the diagram mapping from instruction code to micro instruction address. Okay, mapping from instruction code to micro instruction address. Here how is mapping? How mapping process is instructed from with the help of some instruction, mapping of instructions. Instruction code to micro instruction address. Here we have to take the computer instruction. Okay, in instruction format we have the from instruction format. Here some part is due for address and other part is opcode 1011. Okay, that is known as a computer instruction. For mapping bit, okay, internally they mapped, it is not visible, it is visible in don't care condition, it is not visible. What is the code in built in the computer? It is not visible in the mapping of instruction. This is a mapping bit. What the operation, what code is implemented internally, it does not visible. Okay, this is a micro instruction address. From computer instruction address to micro instruction address, we have to transfer the data from one instruction to another instruction address with the help of the mapping bits. Here only we have to know about the computer instruction. Here we have to take only 1011. Okay, the information of 1011 that is mapped as like this. 1011. Remaining bits are the 0. Okay, same computer instruction in between computer instruction it is known as a opcode and micro instruction address. Here computer instruction and micro instruction address from one instruction to another instruction, how it is mapping. Okay, internally we don't know what is the operation occur. Generally the computer can be identifies only the 2 bits, zeros and ones. It does not know about any other symbols or alphabets. It is only represented in the binary form 10 or 01. Okay, it is represented in zeros and ones. It consisting of 4 bit, 6 bit, 8 bit. Okay, with any number of bits, in more number of bits, it only represented with the zeros and ones only. Okay, with the mapping of from one instruction code to the computer instruction code to the micro instruction without losing of data, the computer instruction is transferred with the help of mapping bit like that only. Here, first of all, we have to give 1011. Here also, the same bit will be represented in the micro instruction address. Okay, here what is a subroutine? The subroutine of the programs that is used for other routine. Subroutines of the programs that is used for other routines to accomplish a particular task. Subroutines means a program. Okay, a program contains set of instruction enter A, B. Okay, A equal to C plus B. These are the instructions, that is, these are known as a micro instruction. The whole instructions are also known as a micro operation, that is placed in the control memory. These instructions, these micro programmed or micro instructions are stored in the control memory. Okay, subroutines are known as a program that can be routine, that is known as the other routines accomplished by the particular task. Here, some particular task is available in the microprogrammer. Okay, a subroutine can be called for any point within the body of microprogram. Okay, a subroutine can be called from any point within the main body of the microprogram. A subroutine can be called from any point with the main body of microprogram. Okay, this is about the microprogram. Okay, here in these steps, here we have to explain in 2 steps. The subroutine can be called from any point. Here this is consisting of 2 statements. Here the microprogram body has called the subroutine from within these 2 points. That is known as a subroutine. Subroutine can be called from any point within the main body of the microprogram. Okay. Okay, what is address sequencing? Okay, we have to find out the address with the help of micro instructions in the microprograms. Okay, what is the micro instructions? Okay, the set of micro operations are performed within the instructions is known as a microprogrammer or micro instruction. Set of micro instructions is known as a microprogrammer, that is stored in the control memory. Okay, then only we have to find out the address sequence with the help of address sequence in the memory. Okay, here the diagram is for the selection of address of control memory. We have to select the address of the control memory. Okay, here from instruction code we have to start the address of control memory and then place it to the mapping logic. Okay, multiplexer. What is a multiplexer? It transfers the information from source to destination. From one end to another end, it transfers the information. Okay, multiplexer has used the inputs from several sites. Okay, that is from control memory branch address. Next, select a status bit. Okay, here the multiplexer receives the information from branch address from one end, from mapping logic and branch logic, and control memory is transfer the information to increment, and increment is transfer the information to multiplexer, and subroutine also transfer the information to the multiplexer. Okay, we transfer the information from multiplexer, transfer the information to control address register, and then transfer to the control memory. Okay, here why we write the micro operations or micro instructions are stored in the control memory. That's why we have to place it in the control memory. Okay, that's why we have to represent in the micro operation. Here from control memory, the selected and status bits are transferred to the branch logic. Here the branch logic has an input of state bits. Okay, branch logic means a decision making. It performs the decision making capability. Okay, control address register, it controls all the address in the memory. This is a topic about the address sequencing. Okay, next class we discussed about the next topic. Thank you.